For lawmakers here in Juneau, getting to a budget deal by the end of this week is going to be like solving a jigsaw puzzle. Right now, all of the pieces are on the table, but lawmakers have to work together to figure out how they fit together. And in the end, Alaska's future might not end up looking like what either side had planned. It's day 147 of session, the last week of a first special session. The House is taking up the state budget for capital projects and maintenance.
It's just another piece of the puzzle put in place to getting a state budget and getting us out of here.
The Senate is standing by, but reaching a budget deal by Friday is going to take more. So what are the must-have pieces for each side? Well, they both want a budget, but to get there, the House says it wants new revenues first, like changes to oil tax legislation and some sort of a broad-based tax. Meanwhile, the Senate wants deeper cuts to the budget and use of the permanent fund's earnings. But now leadership there says it's willing to give up some of those key pieces if it could just get the one cornerstone.
At this point, the contrast is the Senate has retracted to passing and funding a budget, which includes the POMV, right, from the earnings reserve, something that's never been done before. The Senate is not asking for anything else.
But the Senate has rejected the idea of a broad-based tax, and that's where crafting a compromise gets tricky.
Well, and it seems like there's agreement on most of those pieces, except for the broad-based tax. Are we going to need another special session to address that?
Well, we can't get out of here without that. We can't tax Alaskans. We can't give away money to the oil industry and tax Alaskans and give that same amount of money to an industry when we're cash-strapped. So for me, that's a big piece of it.
That legislation is not going to make it across the finish line. So the Senate is standing ready, and we are negotiating with the House to compromise on the budget documents. Anything else is going to have to happen next year.
So can lawmakers be done in a matter of days?
I've been wrong before, but I think the pieces are there, and I think people have the right objectives.
It might not look like the picture on the cover of the puzzle box, but all the pieces will fit in place somehow.
Many lawmakers say if they could just get enough of the framework in place this year, that'd be enough to put off working on the rest of the picture until later. With just 1 week to go in special session, we'll let you know how those pieces are lining up. Reporting in Juneau, Liz Raines, KTVA 11 News.